We have Brandon the Rebel Betancourt, Clovis High wrestler, Fresno State D1 wrestler, amateur 6-1 record, pro 1-0 with the under 1 minute KO, and recently engaged.
Yeah,
What's up, man?
recently engaged.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I
How you
appreciate
doing?
it. There's a lot of things happening these past, at least October, end of November.
How old are you?
I'm 27.
27.
Yep.
Sheesh.
Yeah.
So coming from Clovis High, I have a lot of questions. How does a Clovis High wrestler adjust to MMA fighting? Because in California, in the Central Valley, we are like the breed of wrestling because of the Clovis school.
hmm
So how does it go from going to 100, the best school in wrestling, and now you're doing your own thing in MMA?
I feel like wrestling at Clovis, it kind of set me up in every aspect I went to. Like I wrestled junior college, Division 2, and then Division 1. So like I got breaded pretty good in all formats. Strength and conditioning, going through a season, have being responsible, making sure you're there every day. Because if you weren't there, like it was black and white. Like if you're not here, you don't wrestle. You could be the star athlete. I knew a lot of dudes had a lot more talent than me, and if they missed a day or something like that, they didn't wrestle in the tournament. So, um, but the Terra Pallies, they just had a program. Honestly, that's what it was. It was a program, and every year was the same program, and you knew it. And if you didn't fall in line with it, you were either falling behind or you need to be above the standard or you're at the standard. So I think it just set me up for having a lot of discipline on my own
Yeah,
without having to count on someone because there they taught you what to do and stuff, how to do it, and then you kind of get that little blueprint. And then as I got older and transitioning into MMA, it just kind of made things a lot easier. I didn't really have to think about like, oh man, what do I need to work on? I kind of had a vision in myself already of what I needed to work on, where I lacked at, what do I excel at, and just things I could do better at, and things I'm already good at, and just polish up on things.
got it. When it comes to the blueprint and format in the Clovis room, though, is it from senior that the juniors, the two brothers, get it from? Because there's two head coaches from Buchanan and Clovis
hmm
High who are brothers,
Yeah,
and then there's senior.
yeah.
Do you
There's three
get?
brothers in this. There's a senior.
Where's the third brother at?
He was at the University of Penn. I forgot where he's at now.
Oh, is he young? He's a young guy.
I think I want to say he's the oldest, or he's the middle child.
Oh, got it, got it.
Troy, Alex, and Adam.
Yes. Okay, got it. Um, and what is that type? Without giving Clovis High secret, without giving their secrets out, what is like a blueprint for Clovis High?
I don't think it either. There's not really a secret. They do, I say they do the basics, but they master them. And they do the basics really well and they master them. And they just show moves and Adam's a crazy coach. He knows every position you could get in. We just work on it, drill on it, and
And where your
then
finger needs to be?
yeah, yeah, little details like that, like we don't just he doesn't just brush by the move. Like he won't just show it, all right, go do it. Hey, this is how you do the move. This is where your hand needs to be. This is where your feet need to be. If he does this, you do that. And if you do that and he does this, then you do that. So like he just breaks it down in a really good way. And then we'll drill it at a slow pace and then drill it at a little bit higher pace. And then, hey, when you're in live, work on that things. Then when I was in the room, like I try to implement anything we did in the room that day, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like that's where I excelled too, because we did it slow, we did it medium pace, and then you try to do it
But
live action.
can you incorporate it when all hell's breaking loose
Y-
during live rounds?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, that's the hard
exactly.
part.
So just they break it down really good, and then just continue to every day. Like, remember we did that, so we're gonna bring it into today. Like this sets up this for that and that.
Yeah, yeah.
So just breaking it down.
How did you do in your high school years?
So
I mean, it's hard enough just to break the lineup.
yeah, yeah, it is hard. So I feel like I did a lot of success in my eighth grade and seventh grade year, and then I went into my freshman year. I was only like 78 pounds. So and then the Clovis, the lineup every year is like stacked. There's numerous state champions. Every weight, there's a couple or two, three dudes fighting for a starting spot on the lineup, and those two, three dudes, they could all place at the state potentially,
Yep.
like they're all just dogs in the room. If they went to another school, they would be top contenders, like
Mm-hmm.
top eight in the state or the Masters. So, but my freshman year, I was small, I was like 80 pounds, so uh, I couldn't really bang with those guys a little bit, but I was still like learning. I was a knucklehead still, but I was still there. I was in the room. I didn't miss days. Like I still bought into the program, and that's a thing they incorporate. Like if you stay from your freshman year or senior year, you're gonna get better.
Mm-hmm.
You're
Yeah.
gonna excel a lot, and I think that's what I did. Like I stuck through it, and it obviously paid off. So that was my freshman year, and then my sophomore year, I got a little bit bigger. I was barely, or finally 106, 108. So that's like just the lowest weight you can wrestle at for people who don't know. And that year, it was still kind of doing a little bit more, but understanding what I needed to do more, like strength and conditioning and stuff, um, and taking nutrition a little bit more important. Like I just knew I needed to start doing those things if I wanted to
Yeah.
crack
Less hot Cheetos, more protein
Yeah,
powder.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
for
There's a,
sure.
there's a mic'd up video of me in the Clovis wrestling video that everyone talks to me about. I'm eating hot Cheetos, or I'm eating Cheetos in the back while Steve Terpel, he's like, go throw on the bench. He's like, go throw those Cheetos away. I'm like, all right. And then I go in the back, and you can see me still pounding them
Yeah.
in the back. But so that was my sophomore year, and then my junior year, I started. I was finally like 115, 113, and I was kind of fighting for a spot with another guy. And if I, and that's when I started. I joined football PE because I knew they lifted in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
They did it 8 a.m. It was like first period, I think it was,
Okay.
and we didn't have a wrestling PE at the time. And I knew I was like, I need to start lifting in there with them. So I asked the football coach, I'm like, hey, can I join your PE class? Because they were lifting. He was like, all right, cool. Just as long as you're working hard and not getting in the way.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so that helped out a lot my junior year, and I even had to get cleats because they did like football drills on Friday, like in spring, because
They
they
see the
did,
smallest
yeah,
dude running
yeah,
with them.
yeah. We're doing like walkthroughs and stuff, and so I'm in there, doing like foot drills and stuff like that, which is fun. It was a cool part. But I started lifting a lot in that PE class, and then my junior year fought for a spot all year. Kind of went to our out of state program or out of state wrestling tournament, which is like a big thing, and then battled for a spot towards the end of the year, and ended up losing my wrestle off, which was controversial.
Mm-hmm.
Wrestled, I think after that year they started getting a referee to coach our wrestle offs
Oh
because
wow.
yeah, our
That
first
deep. Yeah, I bet, man.
yeah, because my wrestle off was the first one in like 10 years. Steve said so
Mm.
they don't do wrestle offs. It's
It's
either
whoever proves
yeah,
themselves. That
so
way, it's
yeah,
all out
yeah. If you guys wrestle each other in the school year, then you guys we see where you're
in the
at.
tournaments.
Yeah, in the
Got it.
tournaments.
Yeah. Wow.
If you guys end up wrestling each other, we'll see what happens. So I think
Because then
that
at the end of the day, there has to be a referee, and one of the
yeah,
coaches
yeah,
refs it.
yeah,
Yeah, and like
yeah.
that.
So I ended up losing my wrestle off junior year, and that kind of just broke me in spirits. It was probably the worst thing I thought at the time was,
Mm-hmm. World
uh,
world ended.
yeah, world ended at that time. But it felt like it did. I was
And how did he do at the state tournament?
he lost, I think, in the round of 16, some blood rounds.
Got it.
Yeah,
Okay.
but like
Nice.
yeah, that was another thing. But I think I could have done better, which
Yeah.
I think I could have placed at that year. But it's all good. You're supposed to be where you're supposed to be.
Okay. So then senior year comes,
Yeah, then senior year comes. I'm still in that football PE class,
and
and
what are
then
you weighing at the time before
um,
the season?
yeah, I'm like 120,
Okay. So now you got a
123.
good size.
Yeah, I got some size on me. I'm gonna be a contender for 108. I knew I was uh like top four in the state.
And 108 was the lowest weight class at the
Yeah,
time?
yeah.
Okay, got it. Because it was 103s for me.
Oh,
Then it
okay.
probably went up to 106s and a 2 pound allowance, which is
Yeah,
108.
yeah. So I think at Doc B it's 106, and then after that weekend it
It's
was
the
108. It
oh
goes
yeah,
up to
nice.
108. So it was 106 to 108. So my senior year did good. Wrestled some tough dudes. Took fifth at the Doc B, which is a pretty big thing
Yeah.
because we wrestled all kinds of uh, just teams from out of state.
Yep.
It's one of the
Yep.
biggest tournaments. So built a lot of confidence. Started getting a lot of confidence in my wrestling and my ability, and then just kind of took on the rest of the season. Took third at track, was just like our four,
League.
yeah, our league schools, and then I took fourth at Valley, second at Masters, and then fourth at the state tournament.
Nice, dude. Congratulations.
Yeah, and then
Dang.
yeah, it was yeah, that's a big accomplishment, coming from weighing 70 pounds my freshman year to sticking with it and then finally placing fourth.
Breaking through varsity senior at
Yeah,
top school
yeah,
in the state.
yeah, exactly.
Dang,
So
man. Yeah, that's good. I my senior year I lost in the blood round, and I
oh
lost to a guy from Elk Grove, and he ended up placing. I was like, well, at least he placed, 'cause I would
yeah,
have been mad if he didn't.
oh yeah.
But he's good, man. Nice. And amateur. What made you go into MMA?
I have a couple crazy stories, but
Let's start.
I think it was after when I was in St. Cloud in Minnesota, I kind of knew in my head that I was gonna fight after wrestling was done. But like I just had that in my back of my head. I didn't make it a full like, hey, I'm gonna fight right immediately when I'm done.
Hmm.
Then finished wrestling. Well, COVID kind of finished my wrestling for me, and then I was kind of just in shape. I was doing a lot. I started doing a lot of CrossFit with my cousin during COVID, and I got in crazy shape. And I'm like, holy crap! I'm in better shape now than I was in wrestling. And I was eating. Uh, I felt like towards the end of my career, I was cutting too much weight, and so I'd be running like 8, 12 miles a week, and then I would gas out in the first period.
Hmm.
It's just because I wasn't doing nutrition right.
And you were recovering.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, um, moving forward, then I started doing CrossFit, feeling good. I'm feeling like eating healthy. I'm at a good weight. Like at a time I hit like 160.
Oh,
Just
wow.
yeah, 160. I think 165. Lifting crazy. I was doing 2 CrossFit workouts a day, like powerlifting stuff like that. And then I'm like, man, if I'm in shape. Like and I still have that fuel and that fire in me. I'm like, let me try like
Because how old are you right now during that time?
how old was I? I was 20, I want to say 23.
Okay.
23, so right after
So
college.
then you gain the man strength too.
Yeah,
It's
22,
right there.
23 around there. And then I would do jujitsu here and there with a couple like pop in gyms. I'm like, oh, that shit's kind of cool. And then I was like, all right, I'm gonna do it. I started doing some lessons, I would say, in my buddy's dad's garage. He was just holding mitts for me, and then I went into a boxing gym. I was like, all right, let's see what I have. I go in the boxing gym and I get messed up, and I'm like, I'm not learning shit in that garage. I'm
No
like,
double legs.
yeah. I was like, I need to join this actual boxing gym. So that's where I started training at New Wave, and I worked on boxing for 2 years straight. But in the back of my head, I knew I was gonna do MMA.
Hmm.
But I knew I wanted to make sure my hands was right, because I felt, and I kept wrestling at the time and doing a little bit of jiu-jitsu, but I was for sure straight boxing,
Yeah.
making sure I knew how to throw my hands, my footwork, with my hands and putting it all together. So, and then after I started boxing, then I just kind of started like, all right, signed up for my first MMA fight.
And that was for 559 fights?
Yeah, my first one was 559 fights.
Nice.
I
Nice.
remember like right before that fight, I went to AKA and trained once with one of my boxing coaches, George. Kind of got beat up good, and I was just like, oh shit, there's a whole nother level to this
Yeah,
too,
dude.
even more. And I had thought I had decent hands. I was like, oh dude, this is even crazier. And looking back, I didn't even know how much I didn't know, you
Some of
know.
my, I wish I got paid sparring over there. Because I took more whipping over there than I did any of my MMA fights.
Really?
Except for my loss. I got a good whipping from that. But
Yeah.
yeah, man, those guys fight all the time. And I always wondered when I was watching Khabib, how come this guy never makes it to the fights? Because they're fighting and really fighting every single
Yeah.
day in there when they take you to those two back
Yeah, yeah,
rooms over
yeah,
there.
yeah, the back rooms
Dude,
where the
I was
cage
in there
is.
and I look, you have Khabib, DC, Kane, Luke, they're all watching me spar their guy. I'm
Yeah.
like, dang, if we fought. Like
Yeah,
it
you're
was
fighting.
true MMA fight,
Yeah,
dude.
oh yeah.
It was all out.
Yeah,
Nice.
that's good. That's where it's built though, right there.
Right? Yeah,
That's
definitely.
that's what you need. You know.
So how was it taking the walk your first MMA fight? Getting your hands wrapped and stuff.
Yeah, it was good. A little nervous, but I don't remember being crazy nervous, but it felt comfortable, honestly. I think I like the flash a little bit
Mm-hmm.
and just like the lights and stuff like that. But I think adrenaline kicked in and you know. I think adrenaline just took over, and I kind of just did what was natural to me, wrestled and did
Yeah.
a little bit of hands.
Do you think the collegiate and high school wrestling mentally set you up for that?
Yeah, for sure. Like I've had big matches and been in big arenas since eighth, seventh grade,
Yeah.
and then yeah,
Tournaments, 7 matches a day.
yeah,
Yeah.
just grinders. And so I just dumbed it down like, hey, this is only 5 minutes,
Hmm.
and you've wrestled 9-minute matches in college, big arenas, like so like that wasn't a big like shocker for me, like having fans there and just going out there and wrestling it or fighting in front of someone. That wasn't like really a big wow factor for me.
Yeah.
It was
Just
just
a
kind of
wrestling match. Now you get to hit them.
yeah, yeah, exactly. And then honestly, when I wrestled, every like if I lost or something, I felt like, well, if this was a street fight, I feel like I would whoop his ass.
Exactly. Exactly, dude. I was like, man, yes, you're right. You're right.
Like that's what I always took that out of it, or yeah, out of my loss or something. Like if we got to fighting, I think I'd whoop his ass. Like
Yeah. He
maybe,
just beat me with
yeah,
technique.
yeah, he beat me with technique, and I either gassed out, but like I know I have a lot more power than these dudes, and if we were throwing down, I would whoop his ass. That's kind of my mentality was.
Yeah. Yeah. You win your first amateur fight. You have one loss. Is that your second amateur fight?
Yes,
And that
yeah,
went to decision.
yeah.
I have a fun fact. I try to look who beat this guy Brandon. That guy never fought after that.
Yeah, no, he didn't know.
And it blows my mind thinking this guy probably had a fight against you and he's thinking, man, I have to do that every single day. And little did he know he's going up against somebody, who ends up being 5 or 4-0
Yeah.
after that. And it's like, man, what a waste of talent. I couldn't find anything on him.
Yep. Yeah,
What do you think? What do you think that is?
um, I think I don't know. I think I couldn't tell you what his reason for not fighting, but it's hard to get in there, and when you go against like I guess someone like me, that is putting it like they're putting it
He
on
was
you,
probably like, damn.
yeah, for your first fight too.
Yeah.
Like, oh shit, like that's not an easy fight to have. And then so that'll
And how did that fight go? I didn't even watch it
it
though.
was he won by it was a split decision.
Hmm.
He took me down in the first, which was crazy. Honestly, this fight, I had a surgery a month and a half before this
Oh,
fight.
got
I
it.
took some of my, I'm not saying this is the reason for my
Yeah,
loss,
yeah.
but I took some of my meniscus out, and so I didn't wrestle this whole camp at all. My whole plan was to throw my
Yep.
hands,
Yep.
which
Can't wait to
because
sleep this dude.
yeah, I was like, I'm just gonna throw my hands because I haven't been wrestling at all this
Yeah.
camp, so I should just knock him out,
Hmm.
which is just, man, you gotta have your bread and butter in your back
Yeah.
pocket always,
That's the setup for it.
yeah. And but I wanted to take a fight because I was gonna start back at work with Fire
Hmm.
because it was that fight was like in March
Got
and
it.
we start in May, so I wasn't gonna be able to take another fight. So I was kind of like, fuck, I didn't want to be 8 months without a fight.
Yeah.
So I kind of like had that in the back of my head. Probably shouldn't have took it at all, but it was cool. Like
That's a
I
good
learned a lot from it. I
experience.
learned they had a good game plan, like I because he was from Dethrone.
Oh,
So
really?
yeah, and I hadn't trained at Dethrone yet before that, and so Mike had a good game plan, and still I think they like put me on the cage because they knew I didn't do any cage work or anything.
Uh-huh.
So that guy used it. He was a little taller than me, so he used his leverage
So
and
you don't
just
see him at Dethrone anymore or anything like that?
no, not at all.
Wow, man.
Yeah, yeah, it's
Wow.
crazy.
That's nuts.
Yeah, which is it's cool and it sucks at the same time
Yeah,
because
yeah.
like I don't know, I don't look at that loss like oh, it's like right there with me. It's just like it just happens.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. For sure. 559 fights champion, Camo state
Yeah.
champion. Um, what made you want to turn pro? Like, what was the I need to turn pro now, or what? Did you just want to collect those two belts first, or what?
Honestly, I didn't even care for the belts.
Mm,
I didn't want to fight my state title belt. I think I was gonna fight for sure my 559 fights belt, but after that I was like I'm done. Like I want to go pro. I want to start getting my pro record going. But I just listened to my management team because I believe before that I signed with Iridium,
mm-hmm.
and so I kind of talked to Jeremy and I talked to my coaches. I'm like, I'm trying to go pro. Like I want to start building this resume. Like all these dudes I fought, like they're decent dudes. Even my buddies are telling me that fight. And like, bro, those are all pro fighters you could be stacking, with dubs against them. I'm like, yeah, I know, but I kind of just listened to Jeremy and Iridium and my coaches, and they obviously know a lot more than me, and it's kind of just a good thing. I built my resume a little bit more. I didn't take any damage or anything. Just got an extra belt from it, and just able to see more from that fight too.
Yeah, yeah.
So.
As an amateur, and you said that you signed for management, what is it that you signed if you're not pro yet?
Like I just hold on. So I think I signed that they were gonna be my management team. Yeah,
When
when
you
I
do
turned
turn
pro.
pro, got it.
Yeah,
So they got you before you even jumped in the ocean.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah, nice.
yeah.
Yeah, I was with Iridium for a couple years.
Okay.
Um, so you turned pro, and this last fight is it under a minute. Did you guys have beef before that? I seen your guys' weigh-ins. I was like, I gotta watch this fight. Me and
Yeah.
my lady watched it in the bedroom. I was like, dang, quick.
Yeah. Um, I didn't know I didn't know he was from 209, and like I knew he was like everyone was like he's a Gracie fighter 209, and I'm just
Yeah,
like
Stockton.
yeah, and I didn't put those things together, I didn't really care,
Hmm.
but looking back on it, like someone should have told me like, hey, he might be a little, just flamboyant or like trying to get a reaction out of me and shit like that,
Hmm.
So I didn't have that in my head, and so like when he did do stuff like that, I was like, okay, what the hell,
Yeah.
like he wanted some bad blood. And so yeah, he did little tactics or whatever he wanted to do, like to try to get in my head, even before that I saw him at weigh-ins. Like I can see he's looking at me and I'm about to weigh in and
So trying to intimidate you
yeah,
before.
yeah. So that was at the ceremonial weigh-ins, and then our first weigh-in, like I went to shake his hand and I was like, "What's up, bro?" And he's like, "I'm not fucking shaking your hand."
Oh,
He's like, "We're about to fight." And I was like, "It's all good, bro. I know what time it is now."
yeah.
Like straight up just like that, and just kind of and walked away.
And that just comes from all the matches.
Yeah.
I mean, when they call our weight class to go to get our names called, you're right there pacing
Yeah,
next to them.
yeah,
There's
you're right.
discipline in
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah. You're right next to him. It's no bad blood until we get in that cage, unless
Yeah,
you're saying something about family, religion, and stuff
yeah,
like
yeah,
that,
for sure,
But
for sure.
it's not like the real. I feel like real MMA fighters, like they're not
The
those.
martial artist.
Yeah, they're martial artists. They're not out there like being Mr. Tough Guy. They're the most humble dudes.
Hmm.
They're just regular human
Yeah,
beings. But like the dudes that like try to act a certain way even out in public, like those aren't real fighters.
yeah.
Those aren't real mixed martial artists. So we respect. I feel like we respect each other. Until we get in the cage and it's like, hey, it's
And it's
different.
game on.
Yeah,
When it's in the cage, it's game
yeah,
on.
it's different. Like
Yeah,
all bets aside.
definitely. Um, so you do have a fight coming up,
Mm-hmm.
January.
January 9th.
What's this training camp looking like?
It's going good. So it's gonna be January 9th with 559, so kind of be in my hometown,
Hmm.
not too far away. Hopefully get a lot of people out there.
Nice. Are they doing
Yeah.
it in Visalia or back to where
It's gonna be at Eagle One.
Eagle One? Yeah,
Eagle
Eagle
Mountain.
Mountain.
Yeah, Eagle
Nice.
Mountain.
That setup was nice.
So it's
That's a
good.
good
I haven't
setup.
seen it yet, so
What
looking
does
forward to it.
a
It's nice.
training camp look like for you?
So I think I stay training, year round, either doing strength and conditioning, jiu-jitsu, Muay Thai, everything. Like you got to stay doing it year round now. If you're a fighter, you got to be doing it. So I kind of do. I'm staying in shape year round, but I start dialing things back or dialing things in a lot more. Nutrition. So now we're about like nine weeks out or something like that. So I give myself one more week to hit that 8 week mark,
Hmm.
and then give myself just some room to just capitalize on nutrition and stuff like that, and then uh, get my hard spar rounds in like at the beginning of this camp, and maybe one in the middle, like some good spars in, and then I'm wrestling a lot right now because
Good.
I wanna get that conditioning. You can't get that conditioning nowhere else. I know that when I'm in wrestling shape, I'm in any shape.
Yeah. I mean, you can go 100% in sparring and get that conditioning, but the amount of damage you take
Yeah,
and in
yeah,
wrestling with good
yeah.
wrestling partners, you can go all out.
Yep.
There's not too much damage.
Yeah, exactly. And yeah, after a day of sparring, like you're walking like, oh shit, my legs hurt, my
Yeah.
knees or something, shoulders or
I mean, you can even knock somebody out in a fight with a head kick and your foot's broken. They wake up and they're good.
yeah,
You're out for three
yeah,
months.
yeah, exactly.
That's a hard one.
Yeah, but wrestling is just a little bit. You get a little sore. You get for sure sore, and then you just kind of warm up, and you're like, "Oh, I'm back."
Yeah.
You don't get an injury or something where you're like, "Fuck, I had to sit out a couple days or
Hmm.
3 days." So it's good. So just dialing training in a lot. Right now, working on some things that we know we want to do in the fight. Some setups or just if it goes to this position, that position. Being ready for anything that can happen, but still sticking to a game plan.
How's my guy Professor Mike?
Oh, dude,
Mike Moreno.
oh yeah, Coach Mike is good.
That
Dude.
guy's awesome, man.
Yeah, he's the homie, dude. So we link up good. He's a good coach, dude. He's got his own what do they call it? Not a sequence, but his own
Curriculum?
yeah, curriculum and like his own yeah, curriculum that
Smash Jiu-Jitsu
yeah,
type?
Smash Jiu-Jitsu,
Yeah.
his home program,
Yeah,
with
yeah.
everything he teaches like mixes in well with another,
For MMA and
Yeah.
ground and pound.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
So it's good, like me and him, he knows what I need to work on, he knows my strengths and positions, like, hey, if you could get to this position, this is what we want to do, if you get here, this is what you could do too.
Super and basic. Super
Yeah,
basic.
yeah, he's like mastering the basics too. So like where I come from, and then what he's teaching is like let's just master the basics, and then anything you start learning on that is like extra credit.
Yeah.
Then you mix it all of it in together.
Nice, nice. Your boy Josh Hockett, is that how you say his
Hoke
name?
it, yeah,
Hockett.
yeah,
That guy's on a run, man.
yeah. Oh yeah, he is.
He's looking good.
Yeah, he's good. I don't just like me. People didn't believe in that I had hands or anything like that, but I knew Josh had hands. He's athletic.
He's
Uh,
2-0 in the UFC, one in the contenders and one in the Expo.
yeah,
Nice.
yeah, he's doing good. He's like you said on a run. He's doing good. He's doing it. He's doing it right.
But what weight class was he in college?
He wrestled 170s, I want to say.
Got it. And now he's heavyweight. He's
Mm,
a thick boy now.
yeah,
And he's just as fast.
he would come from football wrestling. I think 205 or what? Yeah, weighing in football at 205, I think 210, and then he would cut down at 170. When he knew
Man.
wrestling was coming down,
Yeah.
he would start getting it down and lower. But I think he did that 1 year.
Wow.
And then he went up to heavyweights after that.
What does it look for you in a couple years? What do you think it's going to be contender series, or you think, not saying you know the future or anything,
Yeah,
but what is your
my
plan?
plans. Yeah, my plans. I feel like I have day-to-day goals, week goals, month goals,
Hmm.
year goals. But in 2 years, I plan on being in the contender series. Contender series is getting my shot 6-0, either getting the contender series or a short notice fight in the UFC.
Yeah,
So it's just whatever comes first,
got it.
and just trusting the process, knowing it's gonna come, but keeping my head down.
Yeah, that's the most important, man. Like even I coach jujitsu right now, and I mean the little kids I really don't bug on them, but you have these teenagers like, how do I get a blue belt? How do I get a pro belt? It's like, guys, don't even think of it.
Yeah,
You're losing it. You
yeah,
don't think of the
yeah,
belt itself, man.
yeah,
Just show up every day and have fun, and
yeah.
it'll come. You can't ask for it,
Yeah, you gotta get
but
lost in the sauce.
yeah, get lost in the sauce. That's a good one.
Yeah,
Firemen.
yeah,
I bet you have some crazy stories.
yeah, yeah. I have a lot of crazy stories.
Are you like in the city doing fires? Are you in the forest? How does that work?
So I'm in the forest and like the outskirts of the county where my station is.
Hmm.
So my station's a little bit different. So it goes to like the wildfires too, but then when we're home at our station, we still run those calls that are kind of in the outer county.
Yeah.
So we do like my station's lucky it does kind of a little bit of everything. It does like motor vehicle accidents, EMS calls, house fires, and then when there's a wildfire, then we go to the wildfire where that's our main job.
Wow. You have one crazy situation you can share with us?
Yeah. Um, yeah.
Something that you're like, man, I can't believe we got out of that, or I'm not.
I have a lot.
I know there's a lot of sad stuff,
Yeah,
so
there's
don't
not a
go
lot.
there.
Yeah, there's a
But
lot
I
of.
have a buddy who's an EMT, and I'm like,
Yeah,
man,
there's a lot of. Yeah, when you say crazy and stuff like that, like those are the first ones that like pop in my head.
yeah,
Like
because I mean, you guys are an EMT, but you still have to go there just in case people are stuck, and you see it too.
yeah, yeah. Most like me, I'm an EMT, but some of us are EMTs, but yeah, we still are right there doing it, and we're right there before them too. But I'm trying to think of any like in the middle of a fire or something like that. Not really like you have your captains and people that are kind of overlooking everything.
Okay.
So they don't you have a lot of communication. Everyone's got a radio, so they don't we go at things more tactical. Like if something bad is happening like that, like a lot of things had to have gone wrong
Mm,
for us to be in a
in
shit
it. Got
situation,
it.
you
Got it.
know? So like I haven't been put in anything too sketchy, but like we do fight fire, like we're right there in front of the fire fighting it, so it does get hot and stuff like that, but you know your way out. Like Either it's in the black, the stuff that's already burnt, or
Hmm.
you have the hose with you, so you either put the fire out or you just go back behind your line.
And how does that work with being a firefighter and like training for a 9 week
Yeah.
camp? How does that work out?
It's tough, it's difficult. There's no really off time to do anything. Just like even more, I feel like. It's work, training at work, or coming home training, or doing some recovery,
Hmm.
So it's a lot. It's a hard thing to do, but I make it doable as long as we have a gym at the station and then have a bag there too.
Oh, nice.
And then I got put in a position for a little bit for my last fight camp where they were letting me able to go train at my gym in the evening, which
Nice.
is like really nice for them. Like they didn't have to do that at all. So I was still being able to go to the gym, which I will do again this camp, but not as much as I did. But this camp I'll still be able to go there.
Is most of your team fit?
At my
Like,
station?
yeah, because you guys have to
Yeah.
carry so much stuff, and I always think of it like I could be training for a fight and always work out and be sore, or I can not do anything and be on the couch and my back will still hurt. It'll
Yeah.
just hurt in a different
Yeah,
way.
yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, I would say everyone, for the most part, is fit. Like they have to do the job,
Hmm.
and just like anything else, like some people are more fit than others, but for the most part, like everyone is able to do the job, and if they can't, then I think well, most of them can, so it's not really a part if they can't. But but yeah, most of them, everyone is fit pretty
Okay.
much for the
Okay.
most part.
Nice. Um, you're 24, you said?
27.
27. All
Hmm.
right. Cool. You're getting up there then.
Yeah, I know.
So you're barely getting into your prime.
Yeah.
You feel like you're in your prime?
Ish. Yeah, I feel like I'm still climbing that ladder. I
Yeah.
feel like when I hit 30, hopefully that's my prime,
Hmm.
But I feel like I'm getting there, like muscle, I would say muscle and like body wise, getting in prime, but like I have a lot more in my head to get
Yeah.
sharper, I feel
Yeah.
like that's where my prime is gonna start coming.
Dude, I'm 34 and I feel way better than when I was 24, only because I was, more reckless,
Yeah.
going out on the weekends, getting up and
Yeah.
going to training the next
Yeah.
day. Now it's like I get to go to bed early,
Mm-hmm.
have breakfast in the morning, nice coffee, good routine. Yeah, the mental is, uh, I guess, more wisdom in the ages.
Yeah. I feel like I matured a little bit just at the right time, I would say,
Hmm.
because like I don't know, just kind of all that's kind of old news to me, and it's just taking. I took like during COVID 2020, I started taking like real serious of my health. Like I started doing the right things. Like not not getting faded with the homies and then trying to train. It's like just putting my life first before like anybody else's good times or something.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
like we still have those good times, but it's just not all the time. I
Nice.
got different goals and aspirations now.
Right? And it makes it even easier to do it when your consciousness and your teeth are on the line,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
right?
Oh
You
yeah,
just
for
don't want to
sure.
get knocked
Yeah,
out.
yeah.
All right. So on Instagram yesterday, I asked if anybody had questions for you. And if you want to, I'll let you know who asked them. But I think I'm probably only one you're going to want to know. One question is, what drives you to fight?
That's a good question. I just What drives me to fight? I think I just like the grind.
Hmm.
I like the grind.
The climb?
I like the climb, and I like something that I can chase.
Yeah.
I feel like if I'm not doing this, what am I gonna do?
Yeah.
I can't. I don't want to just go to work and then come home.
Yeah.
Like
I feel like the wrestling scarred us with that,
yeah,
because you're so used to getting high, reach, reach, reach. Whether you win or lose, if you win, it's
yeah,
better.
yeah.
But you climb for something.
Yeah, and I want to be in the UFC now, like I look at that and I look like that's just my end goal. Like I want to get to the UFC. I have those aspirations and I feel like I can make a real run at the weight.
Yeah.
So if I didn't think I couldn't do it, then I wouldn't be doing it.
Um, all right, nice. Off time activities. You have any off time activities? Anything you like to do? Long walks on the beach,
Yeah.
Disneyland, anything like that?
Yeah, right now it's spending time with my lady for the
Nice.
most part, and then hanging with my buddies if I can, you know. But I kind of just hang out with my lady, you know, smoke a cigar here and there every so often, and then um, like I said, if I'm not training, I'm at work, and then if I'm not at work, I'm training. So I don't know, just cooking. I like cooking, I would say,
Okay.
you know.
I'll go back to these, but I have a question. I ask people this all the time. If you, let's say you have the UFC belt, you already have a lady, let's say you have the money. Once you have everything, you guys are on the beach for like a whole month, and then you get bored. What would you do?
Get bored at the beach,
Yeah, I mean,
or just
let's
when
just
I
say
come
you
back.
already made it. There's nothing else to do but to live on the beach for a little bit. We'll get bored after a while.
Yeah,
What would you end up doing after that?
I'd probably be looking to defend my belt.
Yes, dude, right? Right? It's like I'd probably be doing what I'm doing right now.
Yeah,
I'll be coaching at a gym. I'll
yeah,
show people how to get fit. I'm
yeah,
actually living the life.
yeah, for sure. Training,
Yeah,
some type of training, coaching or something.
yeah,
You know, like
definitely.
I feel like my life is this. You know, if I'm not firefighting, then I'm gonna be coaching or
Some things money can't buy.
yeah.
Yeah, nice.
It's what I like. It's what I like to do. Why not keep doing it? You know.
How come he can't hang with me throwing hands?
How come you can't hang up? That's crazy.
Jaylene Dowsett.
Sh-
That's it.
I forgot she did tell me she said that. She's crazy. Yeah, she's a good fighter
She's
right now.
fast,
Yeah,
right?
she's fast, but she's talking crazy.
Coach Coach Rudy, uh, the fight before my last one, he ended up going to Mexico, and I was like, I need somebody to hold pads for me. But before that, she's really good on pads. I was
Yeah,
like, hey, I need you,
yeah,
and then she was my pad holder from like my last, and it was when I had like a 9 second knockout.
yeah.
So I gave her the credit. I was
Oh, I
like, look
know
what
what
she
you.
did for me. Thank
Yeah,
you.
that's right. Yeah,
Oh,
we just sparred like a couple like few times, not getting her ready for her next fight. You
yeah,
know,
yeah.
she's good. She's strong. She's fast. She likes to throw her
And
hands,
she's
and
young.
and she's young as
She is
hell.
young.
You know, feel like a little weight's on her shoulders. With that being said, but she's doing good. You know,
Yeah,
she's
yeah.
putting it all together.
Favorite spot to eat at in Fresno?
Uh, Right now, I feel like mine is either Saison or Nesso's.
Well, I haven't been to Ernesto's, but
Yeah,
Saison's good.
yeah, Saison's.
You're on that side of town. We're over there, right?
Yeah,
On Clovis?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I like Ernesto's because they have that good pizza. Their wings are good, and then they have that fettuccine alfredo that's fire.
You gotta try
So
it.
those
You gotta
three
try it.
places.
Shout out to Ernesto's. What does it mean to be a fighter to you?
I think it means grit. You know, I think you need grit. Um, you have to have discipline. You know, I think you have to have that mindset. I
Mm-hmm.
think the biggest thing is your mentality. You know, when it gets hard and everything, you know, nutrition, that fifth round, sixth round, coach is putting you through another overtime match. You know, I think at the end of the day, it comes through that discipline and that grit. I
Mm-hmm.
think that's what it means to be a fighter. You know, being a mixed martial artist, like putting it all together. You know, and just having fun with it. You know, I think that's what being a fighter is. You know,
Yeah.
just finding yourself in the sauce.
And the sauce. We're gonna know what kind of sauce that is.
Yeah.
Any this is from me. Any cool conspiracy theories you go down? Anything?
Mine's always like late night. I'm on a rabbit hole on Instagram or something. I'm like, holy shit, that's crazy. I'm trying to
What's
think.
the latest one for you?
Oh, mine's like they call it cattle mutilation.
Okay. What is it like aliens and stuff doing the signs in the farms or
No,
something?
so it's the cow. They find like these farmers find them in like the Midwest and like places they have a bunch of cattle. And it's I believe it's when everything in the inside of the body is sucked out, their intestines, their organs, everything. But I forgot what it is. I think the only thing that's left is their outer skin. And there's no trace of their organs or their intestines around their
Wow.
body, around their carcass.
So then, well, that's the aliens, right? That's what. And it's
I
alien.
don't know, dude. I've been on a kick. I watched this dude Steven Ranella, and he was trying to like find it, you know. But it happens like
That's
it's
wild.
happening all the time.
I've never heard of that.
Yeah.
That's why. I mean, I have before, but I've never. I didn't think that everything was missing.
No blood, nothing.
No trails or nothing.
Yeah, they said for someone to have done that, they had to have used a suction or something to get all the blood out, you
Wow.
know. But there's no footsteps, nothing.
That's crazy. Huh.
I
That is wild.
know. Shit's nuts.
Huh. Anything else?
I'm trying to think.
Maybe not too political. How come?
Yeah, conspiracies.
No? You're good. You're good. Let's see.
Conspiracies.
Um, are you a religious man?
Yeah, I am.
A
I'm a
Christian,
Christian, yeah.
Muslim, yeah? And
Mhm.
what does that mean to be a Christian to you?
It's, to me, it's just putting him first, being when you are getting stress and anxiety, praying to him and just kind of following in his footsteps, reading the Bible and just understanding his word,
Mm,
and kind of uh, finding yourself as a man and making those connections with the word,
mm-hmm.
and it's kind of, that's what I would say.
When did you develop that? That type of going to him for that?
I would say a lot more recently, but we grew up in the church. Me and my family, like my parents raised me through going to church every Sunday. We did everything with the church. They were heavily involved, and so like I was in the church growing up a lot. Maybe I didn't understand it as much,
Yeah.
but I knew it was like
You went to his house, but you didn't know him.
yeah,
I
yeah,
mean,
yeah,
not that you didn't
yeah,
know him, but
yeah.
yeah,
No, but like that, like I knew that we had to worship him and just like things like that, and then as I got older, got a little bit away from it, but I feel like uh brought him back into my life and just kind of putting him first and seeking him in all things,
it
honestly.
definitely takes humbleness to seek.
Yeah.
Is it because of the type of sport you volunteer for? It makes it easier to be humble. Like, there's only so much I can do from this training camp,
Yeah.
and now we're gonna go see what it's about. It's like it's a leap of faith.
Mhm.
I mean, it's obviously not life or death,
Yeah.
but it is your career, it is your health on the line.
Yeah.
Do you think that makes it easier?
Yeah. I haven't even put those two together. Like,
Really? Okay.
I've only put it together like, just thank you for giving me this ability, and thank you for I could showcase this in the right way, and be someone that I can possibly uh, have someone look up to, and I can be a role model. Thank you for giving me these things in this life that I don't deserve,
Yeah, yeah.
So like things like that, but I haven't put it in that aspect, I would say.
Got it. Yeah, I always trip out how a Christian man can go in there and sleep somebody.
Yeah, it is different. I feel like I don't. Yeah, it
But
is
there is no
different.
anger to it because it's
Yeah,
sport.
yeah, it's
It's
just
just the
sport.
most purest sport. The
Yeah,
only thing we're missing is no referee, no biting, and no eye gouging.
yeah.
That's the only thing you're pretty much missing.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it definitely it humbled me. This sport definitely
Yeah,
humbled me to like strip me of identities. Like, dude, no matter what, it doesn't matter who you know, you got to go in there and do it.
yeah,
It's like interesting.
yep.
Um, Let me see. What is something that you're working on, whether it's your personal life or you don't have to get too personal, but or even as a fighter, maybe you want to cut back on sugar or anything. What do you think? Anything you're working on?
I would say I think I'm working on my jiu-jitsu game, because if I'm gonna take you down and maul you on the ground and get you tired, like I want to be able to finish you.
Is it a different sport than wrestling when you take somebody down and try to hit them?
Yeah, for sure.
You think jiu-jitsu goes more into that?
Yeah, I would say wrestling a lot more, because you hold positions in a fight, you know where you want to stay, and you don't have to get into a submission or, um, yeah, or a choke or anything. Your hands are your submission,
Mm-hmm.
you know?
Mm-hmm.
So you can hold position and then keep hitting them, and that's your submission too,
Yeah.
So that's what I think.
Got it. Got it. What are you fighting for?
I think I'm fighting, I believe I'm fighting just for my legacy, my own self, like I don't think I'm doing it to kind of prove something, I feel like people get that misconception, I just feel like it's just what I like to do.
Mm-hmm.
It's something that I do, I don't hold it as an identity,
Mm-hmm.
it's just something that I do,
Got it.
you know.
It's a challenge.
Yeah, it's a challenge for me, I want to put something in front of me that's high goals, and I want to achieve it,
Mm-hmm.
so that's what fighting is to me.
Have you ever been in jiu-jitsu tournaments? Have you done a jiu-jitsu tournament or anything like that?
I did Jiu-Jitsu World League about 6 months ago, and then I won my first match, but dude kind of picked me up, and I tried to Granby, or actually I was on his back, and had a seatbelt, and there was like 10 seconds left, and he did a forward roll, kind of landed on, so we both landed on each other, and I haven't been to the doctor, but I think messed my rib up pretty bad. So like I couldn't even breathe like at all.
Oh,
It like jacked me up. I thought I popped my rib out or
yeah,
something,
yeah, yeah.
or I might have fractured a tendon or something. I just haven't gone into the doctor.
Got it.
But yeah, that I ended up winning that match. And then I told the dude, I'm like, bro,
Matter.
I was like, I wish you would have won, bro, because I can't go another match. I was like, fuck. So I
So what
was
do you
pretty
mean?
mad.
So you have his back, and he just does like a straight head under?
Yeah, yeah, he just did a forward roll to like try to,
Like Gram,
yeah,
like
just,
crappy Gramby.
yeah,
He's supposed to cut the angel.
yeah, just try to get me off his back.
Mm-hmm.
Those last 10 seconds, he was just trying to get out of there, I guess, which
Mm.
it was kind of, it sucked because I didn't even warm up good for that match. So it was just kind of bad. So
Yeah.
I think
Cause
not
you
warm,
weigh in, you go to the bullpen, and you go straight in.
yeah, so, and I hadn't known that,
It's your first one.
yeah, it was my first jiu-jitsu match, so I didn't really tournament, so I didn't really know what to expect, and I wish I should have just been like, "Hey, I am ready. I'm gonna warm up real quick. We'll come back."
Yeah.
But it's all good.
Yeah, jujitsu is something different, man. It's definitely challenging. Like after me not fighting anymore, I just went straight into jujitsu.
Yeah,
Now I'm focusing on. I have a title match coming. I'll be defending this one.
yeah, that's right.
Um, but yeah, the rematch is gonna be good. I like it.
Yeah,
Jiu-jitsu definitely keeps you healthy,
yeah,
keeps you young,
yeah,
and it's easier coming straight from wrestling
yeah, yeah,
to
exactly. I
it.
feel like I'm just gonna go to wrestling practice pretty much, but do a little bit more cool shit.
Yeah, yeah,
But yeah, and it's easy to go like I'm gonna just go to jiu-jitsu. Like it doesn't seem like I'm gonna go do something hella hard, even
yeah.
though jiu-jitsu's hella hard.
So do you do jiu-jitsu at Dethrone right now? Do you
Yeah,
roll with like Avalos in them?
yeah, oh yeah,
Okay.
yeah, we do rolls there, and then I go to PMA also.
Oh,
Usually,
nice. Yeah, yeah. What,
yeah,
Ed Krumma?
yeah,
Yeah.
Tuesdays and Thursdays they have a good no-gi there,
Okay.
so I like to get a lot of looks from everywhere. I think everyone has something to offer and can give me.
Mm-hmm.
So, and those dudes are all cool. I'm all cool with those dudes, so it's a good time. We get good rolls in over there.
Got it. Got it. Let's see if they got this guy right here. What's in the box? What do you got
What's
in
in the
there? What'd
box?
you bring us?
I got some cigars, dude.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I haven't had a cigar in years.
Really?
Yeah.
There are all kinds of different ones. I got.
What got you into cigars? Pops or something?
No, I think I just.
Being a firefighter?
Yeah, I think just I like. I don't know. I didn't really like smoke weed or anything back in the day.
Yeah.
I think I just and so I don't know. I just kind of like smoking. It's kind of now that I know, like it's kind of just relaxing and it's just kind of calming. It just kind of
Something about it disappearing?
it just slows down for a second.
Interesting.
It's just and
Interesting.
then I just started smoking them, and then now it's a bunch of different things like how it smokes, like what type of tobacco it is,
Oh,
like
wow. It goes deep like
yeah, oh
wine?
oh dude, it goes deep. Where it's from, what type of I don't do a lot of flavor cigars, but just like what type of leaf it is,
Okay.
stuff
Okay.
like that.
Yeah, I've been to one in the Fig Garden Village right there. That Cigar LTD or something, Lieutenant.
Oh
I don't
yeah,
know
yeah,
what it is.
yeah,
That was pretty cool.
yeah.
Expensive.
Cigar Limited, yeah,
A little expensive hobby for
yeah.
you.
Oh yeah, it is. I actually it's kind of cheaper because I do a subscription with cigar.com, and they send me 6 cigars for a decent price.
Oh, nice.
It's not bad.
Nice, nice.
It's way better than going into the cigar shop and then getting a few. So
Do you and the fireman buddies have like a cigar thing or something after a hard
yeah,
night's job?
after a hard fire. Yeah,
Little
usually like
recap or something?
yeah. If we do like some good work, you're like, let's smoke a cigar.
Got it.
So that's cool. Like not a lot of dudes smoke them, but they will.
Yeah.
A lot of dudes like will smoke backwoods. A lot of them chew.
Oh, the dip.
They're always doing zins. So I'm
Wow.
not a big zin
That
guy.
was in college.
Yeah.
That's what they would do in college with me.
Oh yeah.
That's interesting. You don't inhale it. You just puff it,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Or you're not supposed to inhale it.
yeah. You just puff it. So
Um,
to me, I don't feel like it doesn't affect me, but I
because it's just the nicotine. Is
yeah,
it nicotine?
yeah,
Got it. Got
yeah.
it. All right.
So,
All right.
but during like kind of later on in fight camp, I won't really smoke.
Got it.
It's kind of cutting off those things that I like.
Yeah, yeah. Do you
Sticking.
drink at all and the sips every now and then? A couple beers?
Yeah, just honestly, when my fight camp starts, like I don't really drink.
Yeah.
Like I put all those things behind me, so like I don't know, it gives me something to
Out of the
be.
question.
Yeah, yeah, it's out of the
Yeah.
question. And then once I get to a point like I don't really get drinking,
Yeah.
so I don't really drink too much, you know. I feel like I have my fun, but like I'm still a guy, you know. I like to have a beer with the homies, you know. Just
Definitely.
something if I'm at dinner,
Yeah.
just it's at like a specific time and a place now.
And if you had to, what is your choice of beer? A little Corona or something?
Yeah, like Michelob Ultra, Coors, or like a Modelo or something,
Got it. Got it. Yeah. Yeah.
But it's like if I'm gonna drink something, it'll be like whiskey, just like a little something,
Oh, got it. Got it.
whiskey or
Nice.
bourbon.
All
But
right. Cool. Cool.
yeah, not binge drinking anymore.
No, done until you after you retire.
Yeah, until retired.
All right. So I'm gonna put you in the hot corner right now. So like if you're boxing and you're in the corner and they're gonna stop the fight, you gotta throw something. So answering in one word only. Let's see. Um, aliens or angels and demons?
Angels and demons.
Mm.
Is it just like this or that?
Yeah, this or that.
Okay.
Uh, pizza or burger?
Pizza.
Mm. I guess this one you can answer more than one word. What is love?
A feeling.
Does a chicken have lips?
No.
Okay. If no one's in the forest, does it and the tree falls, does it make a sound?
Yeah.
Okay, okay. Do you have any questions for me?
Yeah, I have some questions I could. Let's see. Like since you're retired, like fighting, what do you like put in front of your face for like a goal or something? Is it different than not having something like an MMA? I know you still do jiu-jitsu and stuff
Hmm.
like that, but how do you deal with not having something to get after?
Yeah, right. Yeah, man. Let's see, 34 now. I can't believe I'm 34. I cannot believe when I quit. But from all of my training and whatnot, it brought me here, present day, to be the best father and the best man for my lady.
That's right.
Yeah, because we have a baby now. Dude, I met my lady during COVID, and she didn't know that I was fighting.
Oh,
I met
really?
her at a gym,
Yeah.
and I was personal training at. Talked to her, asked her to go out with me. I didn't think I had a chance, and she accepted, and running game on her, and one thing led to another. We got together, and we were pregnant, and I'm like, you know what? I can use a good chunk of cash for us right now. And she was like, I've never seen you fight. Let's do it. And we got the house. So like, yeah, let's do it. So she see me through the training camp. I did a nice documentary. So the lights and cameras were here, and she was all like, this is something new
Oh
for
yeah.
me. I was like, wait until I fight. And I'm thinking it's going to be a bloodbath or, something.
Yeah.
I knocked the guy out in 9 seconds.
Shit.
So
Should I do it again?
yeah, so she's like, we can do it again. I'm like, what? But what people don't understand is, it's not really that 15-minute fight. It's the training
Oh
camp to
yeah.
prepare.
Oh yeah.
If you're not bumped and bruised during the training camp, that 9-second knockout might not be there
Oh yeah.
because the timing isn't there or nothing.
Mhm.
So the opportunity after the 9 seconds came back, and it came back against an opponent. And this opponent, it was good for marketing for me, and I used it.
Yeah.
So it tested my spirit. That one really tested my spirit. The promotion, they're a great promotion, Valley Fight Series. They wanted to promote it really good, so they put us face to face. And dude, on the way over there, I was like listening to Bible scripture all the way up. I was like, just renew your mind, dude. Don't let them
Yeah.
get under your skin. And it was easy. It
Yeah.
was easy. He didn't like it. But going into the fight after that, there was some controversy in it. I took it. I was going in there with a lot of injuries, but I needed to take it
Yeah.
and honestly for my ego,
Yeah.
because I shouldn't have been in there. But I took it, and I got lucky. He ended up making a mistake. I took full advantage of it, and I was like, I'm out of here. See
Yeah.
ya.
Oh yeah.
So I definitely have no regrets doing that. But yeah, being a family man, being
That's
a
right.
family man. Now, instead of doing my personal training from 5 a.m. to 10 a.m. and then doing my own training, I stay with baby.
That's right.
You know, I go for walks with her, I feed her, and dude, that's nuts. It's
Yeah,
it's it's
I bet.
crazy.
I can only imagine that
It is
lifestyle now.
crazy, dude. And it's she just turned a year, and it blows my mind how fast a year went.
No, I bet. That's crazy.
But yeah, that's I
Total
definitely took
switch.
total switch. But I'm able to put that energy into jujitsu now,
There you
though.
go.
You know, so I kind of get the same feeling. I don't have to put my body through that same type of work, those workouts. I don't have to get the fast punches coming at me anymore. I don't have to take hits to the head. You know, the knees and stuff, they still bug because of jujitsu,
Yeah.
but I don't have, there's not too much pressure of my teeth on the line or me getting knocked out, you know, 'cause
Yeah.
you could lose an eye, you know, anything can
Yeah.
happen in there,
Anything can
so.
happen.
But yeah, that's pretty much it, man. I definitely just transfer that energy
Yeah.
to
Into
my
something
family.
else.
Yeah.
Oh boy. What's your favorite fight, or your favorite fight camp, or what was your favorite fight that you look back on?
Trevor Wells, the one I lost to.
Mm.
If anybody wants to see me get baptized under fire, you go watch me against Trevor Wells. That was a good one for me. I was, you know, my head was so big just from being undefeated. Everyone told me not to. I think I was 3-0. They told me not to take the fight
Why?
because he would beat me.
Mm. Who
And
was telling you that?
people close,
Oh, okay.
people who I don't think should have, you know. And there was actually one point where, you know, I had this person with me. We would be training, and I'm shadow boxing, and I hear them talking to me like this guy's going to be training with good guys. We got to do this, and it wasn't in a motivating sense. It
Yeah.
was more of a fear.
Yeah.
And where I had my weights, dude, and I stopped. I was like, "Hey, dude,
Their insecurities
yeah."
coming off.
I stopped. I was like, "Hey, man, but I'm not here for easy.
Yeah.
I'm here to learn, and this is the opportunity that I got, and I'm gonna take it. If I beat this guy, I'm going to the top." I didn't beat him. We went the distance. It was 27-29 for all judges. So he got me. I even at the end, I was like, "Bro, I gave you everything. I couldn't do it."
Yeah.
So you know, he got me. He ended up going to the Ultimate Fighter with McGregor and Chandler 2 fights
Oh
after that.
shit.
So he's solid.
Yeah.
He's a solid game fighter. But I learned so much about myself during that camp because we don't want to admit it. I didn't want to admit it, but I knew he was the better fighter. He was bigger. He never made 125s. He came down to 125s. He had like 16 amateur fights. He was super big. He was way bigger than me. But, you know, that was my time to test the waters. One
Yeah.
thing I didn't do, he was a wrestler from Team Quest. One thing I learned about it, though, was I told myself, me and his wrestling are going to cancel each other out. I need more boxing. So I didn't do any wrestling.
Uh,
But that screwed me.
yeah.
Kind of. I don't know. You never know
Yeah.
because he didn't knock me out.
Yeah.
And, you know, my boxing isn't the best, but for me being a wrestler, I survived that boxing fight
Yeah.
because I couldn't take him down. But then I asked myself, if I did as much wrestling and not as much boxing, if I still couldn't take him down, would he have knocked me out?
Yeah.
You know, so
Yeah.
I just
You
you
never
take
know.
it with a grain of salt. But that was for me. I mean, obviously the 9 second knockout I could say is the best and
Yeah.
easiest fight that I loved. But that fight definitely showed me a lot.
What advice do you have for me, like going from starting my career and being 1-0, doing a 20-second knockout, and like just my next fights moving forward? Like, what advice would you tell me?
Yeah, don't screw it up. You got a good thing going for you right now, man. Don't screw it up. You're not single, which is great. Especially if you found a nice one, keep her. That keeps you away from all the unnecessary
Yeah.
drama.
Yeah.
Especially at 27,
Yeah.
before the UFC. Good for you.
Yeah.
Hang in there, and you have a career.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of these fighters, I'll talk to them, and they have rent due next month
Mm-hmm.
with a couple kids and their baby's mama, and they have to go fight to make this money,
Yeah.
but they're injured.
Yeah.
They don't get to do it. They have to do it.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
switches everything.
Yeah. And it's kind of funny because in my head before I started fighting, I was like, I'm not gonna fight until I'm a firefighter because I knew that all fighters, you're broke until you get to even you try to make it, even
Yeah.
then it's still a long process. So I'm like, I want to get my career in order and I will fight at the same time.
Yeah.
I didn't think it would be so not hard or stressful, but just it takes a lot,
It does.
even more discipline than you already need, so like I wanted those two in line, so it makes fighting easy. I don't have to think about that, um so I don't have to think about it, I'm focused on just training and
Hmm.
getting better, and marketing myself and making sure I'm doing the right things and going to train at the right spot and just kind of looking out for myself, you know.
Yep.
So,
Yeah. Because at the end of the day, there's only one person in that cage. It's
yeah,
you.
yeah, yeah, exactly. That's good advice, though. I'll try not to screw it up, but I don't know. I got my head on my shoulders, I feel like, for the most part, you know. Like I have my career, just got a house, um, engaged, you know. I don't really have no outside factors that I want to do, you know. I don't need to be out hanging out, you know. And even all my close homies know that, you know. They
Hmm.
just I get it.
Respectable.
Yeah, they respect it. I feel like they buy in even more now, you know. They say that like I got a chance to make it, you
Yeah.
know. So you know, it's not, I don't really have any outside factors trying to bring me in a different way than I want to go, you
Yeah.
know. So that's a good part, you know. And you just got to stay mentally strong, you know. You got to know what your why is and you know why you want to be a fighter, why you want to do this, you know. You got to keep all your goals in line with all your goals, you
Hmm.
know.
Hmm. Yeah, definitely.
I'm trying to take another question.
Yeah, you got it set, man. 27, right before you start peaking. Because personally, as a lightweight, we don't have too much time.
No,
Like, I don't see any lightweights at 36,
no,
37
no.
because we move all the time.
Yeah,
Those heavyweights can get away with it
yeah, oh
being
yeah,
40 and knocking
yeah,
you out. They're not grappling every
yeah.
day,
Mm-hmm.
So, but you're barely starting in it,
Yeah,
which is good. This is your freshman year in MMA.
yeah. No shit, huh?
Yeah, for sure. For sure. And as long as you enjoy it, dude, you do great. I'm excited for you. That's why I brought you on. It's like, dude, this is a solid guy. I've rolled with you and I'm like, this is a good look.
Yeah,
This
oh
is
yeah,
a really good look. I
yeah,
don't really get these looks too much,
yeah, oh yeah.
you know?
Yeah, I try to give, I don't know. I just try to get better at everything I do, you know, and
Mm-hmm.
even help people that are in my gym, you know. We're all growing together. That's what a team is about, you know, even at the gym, you know. It's all of us trying to work towards the same goal, you know, even if my goal is different than yours, you know, like you still value my goal. You know, I
Yeah.
still value even just the regular dude coming into the gym and getting a workout in, you know, I still value that, you know. He came from work or did whatever and he's training.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I gotta respect it. You know, he's got to yeah, I even value dudes that they have kids, you know, and they come in the room, you know, they just work, you know, that's fucking hard. You know, it's just me, my lady, and myself, you know, I just take care of myself.
Yeah.
That's easy to be selfish about, you know,
Mm-hmm.
and go and do this hard thing every day, you know. Some cats don't have it that easy, you
Yeah.
know, so I put that in my head, you know, that's more fuel for me, you know. Hey, dudes don't have it as easy as you. That's why you got to go even more harder, you
No.
know, because you got to show them, even though it might be a little bit easier for me, but that's just from your point of view, you know. I still have to grind,
Yeah.
you know.
It's a good one. January 22nd.
Ninth,
January 9th.
January 9th, yeah.
January 9th.
I'm going against a dude I actually wrestled in middle school.
Oh, wow. So
Yeah,
he's local?
yeah, he's from Porterville. So I
Okay.
wrestled him in middle school. I think he's got a little vengeance. Maybe he wants to come and try to get that dub
I
back.
mean, I'm short too, but a little short-haired
Yeah,
guy.
Benavides.
Okay,
Yeah,
nice, nice. Yeah, I think
special.
I've seen him fight at 559 fights. Nice.
Yeah,
How does that fight end?
that's good. I think I get a finish in the first round.
Okay, another
But
one.
yeah, another first round finish, you know. But I know he's a good opponent. He's game. He's down to fight, and it's a good matchup for me. And I think he would like it. He thinks it's a good matchup for him, you know. But confident in my abilities and my training, you know, just continuing to put those goals in front of me, you know,
Yeah, yeah.
you know. So
Nice, man.
it'll be a good one.
For
Hope I
sure.
think he's trying to get that vengeance back, so it'll be a good one.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I wish you the best of luck, man. I can't wait. I'll be there. I'll be there watching.
Yeah.
Tell everybody where they can find you, Instagram, YouTube, stuff like that.
On Instagram, you can find me at the Rebel underscore MMA. On YouTube, Brandon Betancourt. I think my Twitter is Lil B underscore 98. TikTok is I think the Rebel MMA. So all those spots. Hit me up, follow me. If you got any questions, hit me up about firefighting. You know, I don't mind helping someone trying to get into fire. You know, I'll give you as much knowledge as I know. You know, I can't guarantee you a job, but like I could show you what processes I did and steps I took and things I did wrong and that could help you. You know, so hit me up.
Brandon, the Rebel Betancourt.
Oh
Thank you
yeah.
so much, bro. I appreciate it.